What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel Ace's Place 22, where I'm Ace. This is my place, and this is the Ace in the Hole Variety Show, episode 25. I have no funky title to it, no fun name, nothing creative other than just episode 25. I'll give a few minutes for people to trickle on in, per usual, and then we will get it going. It is hotter than the devil's kitchen in this room that I am in. I'm going to step away for a minute, and I am going to grab a fan amongst all of you fans. Oh, that was bad. I got to get a fan because I'm going to melt. I'm going to fucking turn into a puddle of puddle. So I will be right back, my fans. Oh, I'm getting messages. Where can I plug this thing into? It is warm in here. There will be a bit of a humming sound, but we have to make do with what we have. I'm cooking. All right, all right. It's a little bit cooler. If you guys can let me know how the audio is with that fan on, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's see who we've got here in the chitty chats. As always, we got Ultra Liger hitting it up first. Then we got my boy TKD Bar. I was chatting with you earlier, brother. Thank you for popping in. And then the most casual toy collector I've ever known, Cats, just sitting here eating some Halloween Pocky. What the fuck is Halloween Pocky? I know what Pockies are, but what the fuck is Halloween versions? Ooh, CC's. I ain't been to CC's in a minute. Right on, right on. Thank you, guys. Wow, man, I didn't even know CC's was still a thing. That's pretty dope. I miss going there with my buddy and his grandma. It was good shit. I hope you both and everybody that's watching or soon to be watching the replay gang. Hope everybody is doing wonderful on this freaking Friday. This is the first or 1/3 of the Hours of Power here on YouTube, the Friday Night Delights. Kicking it off right here, Ace's Place 22 with Ace in the variety show. And then you're going to be jumping on over with Fumbling Through the Galaxy as him, Roughshod Stalks channel, and Frank Doom on You give you Tales from the Outer Rim. I think they're on episode 5. Very good stuff over there. They're going to talk movies, all sorts of fun stuff. And there's great visuals to go along with it, unlike this channel. And then we're going to cap it off with the casual toy collector himself, Kaz, over on Flex Friday, baby. Check his stuff out. It is always a good time. No ID required. It's just different. Oh, I got you. Pockies are good, man. I didn't know what they were for a minute, and then my daughter was like, "Dad, you gotta try these. These are pretty damn delicious." My treat, my snack, my little deliciousness that I have right here, right now is I think it's a Little Debbie's. It's basically a cosmic brownie, but it's cookies and cream one. I'll get low on energy. I ate right after I got out of work earlier today. My daughter and I, we just went on I don't know, maybe a half-hour hike. I'm pretty tuckered out right now, to be honest with you. But we're going to push on through to the other side. I am going to 420 it, and if anybody out there wants to partake or can partake, you get yourself ready, and we will virtual 420 together. We do have some fun stuff, at least I think so, some fun stuff to talk about. I got a whole list of toys and news and information and things to open, and I got a package yesterday in the mail. I'm going to show off what it is. So yeah, see, I've never been to an anime convention. I've been to a ton of comic book conventions and toy conventions, and they all pretty much bleed the same way. They're all pretty much similar, but obviously each specific convention is going to be more heavily into that. But I'm not familiar with them being heavy in the anime. It does not surprise me at all, since they are with like the Oriental foods and shit like that in the grocery. But boy, man, they make a variety of flavors, and they're all pretty good from what I've had. They had a I wanted to say coconut. They might have a coconut one, but they had an almond where it was just the breadstick with the chocolate on the outside and then like almond pieces melted to it. Not melted, but you know, molded into it. Delicious. They got a strawberry one that your boy over here would like to give a go because sometimes that artificial strawberry flavoring can be pretty damn good. Yeah, dude, that's what's up. You know, Ultra, the almond one. It's fucking delicious, man. It's freaking bomb.com. I think that used to be a saying. Starting to show my age of not knowing shit. I can't make references to anything. Is the strawberry any good? Since I brought that up, I have yet to get that one. And there's a ton of them I haven't gotten. Five Below has a huge variety of them compared to like a regular grocery store or some shit. So I definitely want to peruse in there a little bit more often than I do. But I think the strawberry one would be really good. Nice big cold cup of chocolate milk with some strawberry ones. It's better than the really. I love the chocolate ones. I didn't think anything was better than the OG, triple OG, double OG chocolate OGs. See, this is what makes the toy community great. Not only do we talk about toys, not only do we learn about toys that we may have never even known about, but here we are talking delicious treats amongst each other and learning things. Like I wanted to try strawberry. You've tried strawberry. You now have made me want to get it. If I hit the grocery store tomorrow, I'm going to buy the strawberry ones. And I will do a video on it, matter of fact. We have a video my daughter and I want to do tonight. I think we're gonna do it tonight. They're Little Debbie peanut butter cream pie cookies. Oh, banana. Oh, banana would be delicious. But peanut butter cream pie cookies. And I know they've made the peanut butter cookies before, but these are different. And when we do the video, you guys will see. But yeah, that would be rad. Here we go. 420 in it. At 10 o'clock. Or 10 o'clock. Jesus H. McGillicuddy. At 10 minutes. 10 o'clock. I'm an idiot. In 10 minutes, we will switch it over so you can see this a beautiful face and we can actually get the show going. They are good. You know what? I might even grab the box and show them off here in a minute just to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Because I do know Little Debbie made like peanut butter cream cookies, and they were like the peanut butter soft cookies for like the outsides, and then they had the thin layer of peanut butter on the middle, and they were dope as hell. These are different, and I'm not remembering how, but I will grab the box. I got them downstairs. And they're pretty big too. Like the cookie is pretty big. Let's go get them sons of bitches right now. If there's anyone in my apartment that shouldn't be here, this is your only warning to get out. If you heed my warning, you are responsible for half of the bills and half of the utilities. If you do not like my negotiation tactics, you may leave the premises. All right. You are now responsible for half of the rent. Confuse the shit out of the kid. Here we go, baby. We'll be a second behind, but we'll be right there. All righty, doggy dogs. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care about that. What's happening, folks? This is Ace at Ace's Place. We've already said it. We're going to say it again because we need to kill some time. Ace from Ace's Place 22 over here. This is the Ace and the Whole Variety Show. We were just talking about treats. Where the fuck's the camera? Oh, right here. I switched my phone around. Didn't even know it. We have picture and sound and quality is meh. But this is the like little cookies and cream style brownie. It's definitely a cosmic brownie if you've ever had those with like the little M&M chocolate thingies on them. And then just like a nice white little delicious fudginess on the top. Okay, so the I don't like that my camera's there. I should have switched my phone around. Oh well, this is the way it is. Hopefully it looks okay to you guys. But these, I lied. Oh my God, they're even better than I said them. Oh, they are new, soft baked, Nutty Buddy cream pies. That's what the fuck is up. They're Nutty Buddies. So they're going to be the wafer flavor texture on the inside. We're definitely, me and my daughter, we're definitely doing a video of these tonight. I bought them a couple of days ago. I did open the box, but I've yet to try them because I figured I want to do it with the kid. But look at the size of those things. Like, that's pretty good. Got a nice thickness to it. But that is, I feel like one's missing. There should be 12. 1, 2, right? 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, you get 6 of them in there. These look delicious. Make sure, unless, well, they make lactose-free milk. If you're lactose intolerant, get lactose-free milk. If you can have regular milk, always have a big-ass cup of milk with any kind of chocolate little cupcake, pastry treat fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The ghost of the ghost of Snackmas past ate the other ones. Dude, fuck that guy. You touch my snacks, I'll kick your ass. But here we are. Here we are. We got enough to talk about. We're gonna run that hour and a half, 2 hour, maybe possibly kind of segment. I get a little rundown after a while because I'm the host with no hosts. I got a pit stain already. It's been 13 minutes. I'm fucking dying. I'm gonna die right here. I'm dead. No, we're good. I do have on the TV screen though for myself. I've talked about it enough times. I've started over from season 1. I just finished the entire series of Game of Thrones. I know I've chatted about that a little bit before. Game of Thrones is pretty good. Chef's Kiss, the last season, it's not horrible, but it feels rushed. Speaking of rushed in last seasons, this is what I'm currently watching right now, season 1 of Dexter. And what is it about? It's about a guy that, well, I don't really want to spoil it for you. So that's what it's all about. It's been around for a while, though. It's a guy that works for Miami Metro as a blood spatter analyst. And he does some pretty questionable things, but because of his profession, he's not allowed, he's capable of doing these things. It's very good. There are 10 seasons of the regular Dexter series, and then there's one prequel, so 11 seasons altogether. With Game of Thrones, I really got into Game of Thrones quite late. I think it was like season 5. But I picked up like the first 4 seasons. I think that's what it was. Black Friday at Walmart. They were super cheap. So I was like, yeah, that seems like a good show to get into. I absolutely loved it. I love like medieval stuff. I love samurai stuff. I love knights. But, anything that is in our time period, I think is pretty badass. It's fantasy, very Lord of the Rings-esque. I just enjoy the piss out of it. And it's just about all these families and shit like that fighting for, the throne essentially. And it's pretty cool. What the last installment, what are we fucking talking about? I didn't think the last season was bad at all. I thought it was good. I was, compared to what we had been getting previously, I was like, all right, well, fuck it. It's only taken 20 fucking years to get there. But Virgo, cool. What's happening? Hope you're doing good. Hope you and Roughshot are doing good. I saw some G.I. Joes the other day, and I thought of y'all. Well, actually, I think of everybody all the time every time I go in the fucking toy aisle. And speaking of Roughshot, there he is, Graybeard coming in. Our dog is named Khaleesi, but that was her name when we pretty much adopted her. Aha! Khaleesi, my daughter. I call my daughter my little Khaleesi. There is a character in Game of Thrones, 2 characters essentially. You got Khaleesi, which is Daenerys Targaryen. I got a big big banner of the Targaryen family downstairs in my, like, in between my kitchen and my living room, and it's a 3-headed dragon. I think it's badass. It's very cool. But her protector in the show for a long while, his name is Jorah Mormont, and he is my #1 favorite character in the entire series. And so I consider myself to be Jorah Mormont, and I consider myself, or my daughter, to be the little Khaleesi, and I am her protector, and she's my little queen. It's a weird little thing to think about, but we all have those connective, brain rot tissues or whatever the hell you want to call them. Dexter Resurrection. Stop it! Stop it! Virgo, stop it! I think the dog's previous owner named after the character. Ultra TK. Yeah, I've Game of Thrones. I suggest it if anybody likes fantasy shit like Lord of the Rings. I suggest it. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Dexter's fun. Dexter as a whole, there are some sloppy episodes, there are some sloppy seasons, but as a whole, I think it's a very fun show. And I'm watching it again. Like I said, season 1, it holds up. Came out in 2006, 2005. Very fun show. But that is it for that. I will get into the notes. I agree. Virgo, I don't want to spoil anything. I really don't want to spoil anything. But I definitely agree Peter Dinklage character was wasted. And that's ironic. Peter Dinklage being in both Dexter and in Game of Thrones. What do we got here? As an ace in the hole? Heh? Yeah. Moto Viper, what the fuck is up, brother? It's great to see you in here, dude. I've been seeing you in Kaz's and shit's chats and saying hi to you. It's great to see you in here, dude. Well, I'll 420 here in like 10 minutes. We'll do that again with everybody because that's what's up. But Peter Dinklage was definitely wasted in Dexter. I'm trying not to spoil anything, but I could have seen his character being much more important going forward than what it was. So yeah, I totally agree there. But it was still fun to see him in it. Uma Thurman, to see her in something like that, I mean, they got some pretty good talent for this season. I ain't gonna shit on it, and I enjoyed it. But as always, we did the greetings. Let's do some typical shout outs. We're gonna start it off with, there's not very many of them. There's only 5 shout outs this week, and we are gonna go with 3 of them right all at once. Uma did look good. I didn't want to come off as a little pervy dude, but she looked fine. I like her. I like a tall lady. I don't give a shit, man. She did look good. I always thought she was a good looking woman. And then, of course, her is Poison Ivy and Batman. Ha-cha-cha. You can't say no to that. Ha-cha-cha-cha. But our shout outs are going to be coming to you right up next, Fumbling Through the Galaxy with Tales from the Outer Rim. And that's going to coincide with Roughshod Stalks channel, Virgo Cool and Graybeard, and Frank Doom on You. Check out all of their channels here on the YouTubes. And definitely check out the live at 8 o'clock tonight, right after the Ace and Old Variety Show. If I run to 8 o'clock, I'm not sure. But check out their live video. It's a lot of fun. They have a very good layout, very entertaining, and very educational, I find. Because I learn a lot from these fellers, especially Fumbling. He is the professor. That is his name. And that's it. And next up, we are going to have Casual Toy Collector. Because why the hell not? The dude just rules. And that's all you got to know. He's got a Flex Friday here tonight on his channel, Casual Toy Collector. That's casual with a K. Definitely get over there. It's going to be a fun time. All these channels that I mentioned, we all basically do the same kind of thing. We talk about toys, we give news, we give our opinions, but we all have a different flavor of how we do it. Every single one of us does it differently. I do it on a much lower end scale. I don't have the capacity to do the pop-up videos and show other shit and stuff like that. But I think that's what adds to my channel is like, oh, okay, we may not get all the high-end stuff, but he pushes through and he gives us pretty good entertainment. I think that's my goal. When you get over to Fumblings and you get over, well, we'll specifically say Fumblings channel. When you get over there, he gives you a breakdown of Star Wars things. The Tales from the Outer Rim is awesome because you get you get 4 collective minds, all coming from different backgrounds, coming together, talking about one or many of the same things they love. And the presentation is very, very cool. I enjoy it quite a bit. Roughshod Stalks channel with Virgo and Graybeard, their channel is just, that's the aspiration right there. That's the goal. And everybody else in between has an awesome style and setup as well, with Kaz doing the open, forum of everybody can just jump in and chit chat. It's pretty awesome stuff. So check out everybody. And now I'm done kissing ass. And the last person I'm giving a shout out to is, and I'm not going to say her name because she said not to, but is the lady I have been recently seeing, and I'm going to give her the nickname of Booty Mama. So I'm going to say, Booty Mama, thank you so much for this week's pickup. And I'm going to be showing that off here very, very shortly. So Booty Mama, thank you. Other than that, that's it for the shout outs that I've written down. Let's get into the comments and give those shout outs a little love and attention. So we've got, again, Moto Viper, Ultra, Kaz, Roughshod, Virgo. I know I just saw Seafrost. Where the fuck did you go? Seafrost, that's all right. You can be a little late, buddy. That is okay with me, dude. I hope you and Toke are doing amazing. Hi, Tokyo, if she's watching. Like-minded individuals. Like-minded individuals and kind-hearted souls. I know that sounds a little tongue-in-cheek, but honestly, I feel like we've all experienced it, or we've seen it somewhere in other channels where people can just be dinks and be assholes and just not be fun about it and really treat you like a punk. And there's a lot of ball busting in this little toy community, and I think it's fantastic. There needs to be ball busting amongst everybody. It's how we all relax and get comfortable with each other. So, no, that's true. That's true. I'm going to mention Hasbro here in a minute. Righteous, Seafrost, righteous. I'm going to throw that comment right up on stage because I think we'll all get a good giggle out of that one. Astray definitely hates his Hasbro. Is there like a legit story to like why he specifically hates it, or is it just because Hasbro has kind of failed him overall throughout the years? I would like to know that. Astray, if you'd like to come on the Ace in the Hole Variety Show and be a guest and explain and express your hatred for Hasbro, I would gladly love to hear that because I bet it's really entertaining. And all of us would gladly sit down and listen as well. But that's it for the greetings and the shout outs and the saying heys and the highs and the hellos and the hitty. I'm not very good at a Jerry Lewis impersonation, but you know how we do. You know how we do. I always wondered why I didn't like Hasbro. Yeah, me too. Me too. But let's talk. How do I want to do this? You know what? I'm gonna go right into the Hasbro thing. I got some new news, and we're gonna talk about some new movie stuff, turtle stuff, and turtle stuff. How about that? Bet you guys didn't expect me to talk about turtle stuff here on this channel, did you? First up, though, I just learned about this a couple of days ago, so I figured maybe it'd be fun to talk about or interesting. Jazzware, I didn't know this. I thought it was Jack Specific. Maybe they changed their name. I don't have a clue. But Jazzware is no longer going to be making or distributing or whatever the AEW wrestling action figures anymore. So for anybody that collects the AEW figures, that's an interesting take. I believe it was AEW. They posted something on Twitter or X, whatever it's called, stating that the company's no longer going to be making their product. And they ended it with, who would you guys like to see? Maybe Hasbro? What are people's thoughts on that? I feel like that could be interesting. Hasbro making wrestling figures. It could be something, yeah. But that's the Hasbro thing. Astray, you can say fuck them. I don't care. That's all right with me. That's all right. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this video right now, you better like, you better subscribe, because we're trying to get to 500 100 gazillion subscribers. I'm trying to get to the world. I'm trying to get the world to subscribe to the Ace in the Place 22 thing. We're gonna get a stray. We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them. I saw some AEW figures at Ross yesterday. Found a 1 in 3,000 chase figure of Shawn Spears, but he's come on, you don't like the chairman? It isn't even in AEW anymore. Wasn't bought. Yeah, it's probably a good deal. Yeah, I've never been a fan of Shawn Spears. His first run in WWE or anywhere else he's ever been, honestly. Like when and anybody in AEW, I don't want to harp on the company, but anybody that's a big name that comes into AEW always is a hot fucking ticket item for like a month, and then they get pushed to the side because there's another hot ticket item coming in. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, they had a really cool debut, but what other than that, other than Shawn Spears smashing Cody Rhodes over the head with a chair and accidentally busting him open, what did he do in AEW that entire time he was there? When Eddie Kingston just returned, what has Eddie Kingston done in AEW for me to give a shit that he's been gone for a year and a half? You know, I just don't know. Look at Rowdy Riles is in the comment section. What is happening? Thank you so much, Rowdy, for jumping on in. The problem with AEW is that by the time figures come out, they may not even be in the company anymore. 100%. You'll know, someone will know better than me here in the comments. The AEW action figures, like the elite ones that come in like the bigger boxes that are like $30, and you get like all of the accessories and stuff, whatever they're labeled as, I usually don't see those in stores until a long ass time after they were talked about or shown or whatever. Like it's so wild to me. But I do have to thank oh, it's hanging on my wall. I do have to thank Derek from Derek's Wrestling Toys and Tees, because I won a Kenny Omega action figure from his channel, his 250 subscribers, which was pretty cool. So I appreciate that. I will be keeping that one in the box because not a huge AEW fan, not a huge Kenny Omega fan, but I'm a big enough wrestling fan, and I appreciate my friends here on YouTube, and I'm going to keep that for the long haul. I got the CM Punk. Okay, so you know which ones I'm talking about. I would have loved to have got the CM Punk one. I never saw his. I saw Sting. I've seen the Cody. I saw the Moxley one. I think those are the only three I've ever seen. I never saw the Punk one. I would have grabbed that. I'm a Punk guy. Definitely a Punk guy. Not a big AJ Lee fan. Nothing against her personally. She's just too gosh dang little. I actually saw a Moxley shirt at a different thrift store today. Didn't buy it. I am not a Moxley fan at all. I liked him in WWE. I liked him when he was a cartoon character. I won't lie. Oh well, though, right? On to the next one. But that is my little news story for AEW figures. But they will be having toys in the stores for like the next year or so at least, because they've already have figures that they've made and they've got to put them out. Yeah, AJ Lee, I mean, she was fun way back in her original run because the women's division really wasn't exciting, you know. She was fun then with Ziggler and Biggie and stuff like that. But I'm not a fan of her in this go around, like at least this iteration or whatever. So it is what it is. Wrestling's fun, and that's what makes it fun, is having the stuff you don't like, because then when it mixes with the things you do like, you now have a little bit more of a personal connection of like, oh God. Like I remember being a teenager when it was Super Cena era, and he was winning every single match. He was beating Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Edge, and Big Show all at WrestleManias. Boom, 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 right? And I was just so fucking tired of it as a teenager. And every year I was like, oh, we know what's going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. But it was always fun and engaging because, like, I would hope my dude would win instead of being like, my guy's going to win. And it was just, it was fun when I look back at it now. But at the time, man, I hated it. I almost bought the Red Velvet figure at Ross yesterday. I've met her before. She's a sweet girl. Red Velvet. I feel like I remember her. She was with Cody at one moment, right? When Jade came in at first. I think that's the same chick. She was very pretty. She's a very attractive woman. But that's enough of the wrestling. Let's talk about movies. Yeah, Red Velvet. She was a babe. I like her. But let's talk about movies. Did anybody see the trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu? What a fucking awful name that is. I don't care. It's awful. And that's just a stupid name for a Star Wars movie. And if anybody's wondering, I'm drinking sparkling ice, the lemonade one. I don't drink soda, but I do love the bubbly. I love that bubbliness. And that shit's got it. And I love, who doesn't love lemonade? Lemonade's delicious. But yeah, I agree. Ultra right there. Everybody has said this, and I'm not adding anything to the conversation. I'm just echoing the conversation. It's a fucking extra. It's an hour and a half long episode. I mean, seriously, man, that Mandalorian show, it started off so promising and so good. I loved that Western aesthetic. I loved the mystery and the mystique behind the Mandalorian. I loved it all. It was so good. And I'm not saying it's bad, so don't hate me, haters. What I'm saying is, I personally feel like the fans put their voice out there too much, and it influenced like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. I like them both, but I feel like it influenced them way too much. And like, we got to put our hands more in the Star Wars stuff and cater to what the fans want. And I just, because I mean, the Ahsoka show didn't have a very good turnout, but we had to make sure we did it. We had to make sure we put Ahsoka in Mandalorian so we could do her show. But and then Thawne, I don't know. There was a lot I didn't like, I guess. I'm griping. But will I see the new Star Wars movie? Of course. Will I go to theaters to see the Star Wars movie? Maybe. And that's only if my daughter wants to go and see it. I got to still watch it. It's okay. I still think Grogu was cute and everything, but that trailer pretty much looked like it was totally marked towards children. Exactly. And that's exactly what I was just emphasizing is, if my daughter wants to go see it once I show her the trailer, she's never watched the show. No, you know what? That's a lie. Was it season 2 with the big ice spider? And they got like stuck on the ice planet, and there were all the spiders, and Grogu was eating all the fucking spider eggs and stuff. Whatever that season was, my daughter watched a couple of episodes with me, that one, because we specifically watched that episode like 4 times. I thought that was a really good episode. It was very, very good. It was like horror movie. It felt very much like the first Alien when you see. It was awesome. It was awesome. I really like that shit. But it got away from it when you start putting Jack Black and Lizzo in the show as not like aliens. Like, okay, Simon Pegg. We all know Simon Pegg from the Edgar Wright films, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and World's End. And then I think maybe he didn't do Paul. But we all know who Simon Pegg is. Freaking funny guy. Really, really funny dude. He was in Star Wars The Force Awakens as like an alien, and you wouldn't know it because he was all make-upped up and whatever. And that was cool. Like, it's a cool little Easter egg. You're like, oh shit, that's Simon Pegg being that character. But when you're outwardly being like, oh, here's Jack Black, and all we're gonna do is put him in a silly like hair, it's like, come on. Like, Jack Black could have been a really interesting alien, but it was stupid. Very, very dumb. I checked out right then and there. That's literally when I checked out. I don't even know how fucking season 3 ended. I really have no idea. Yuck. No. Ultra, get out of the chat for saying that. No, I'm kidding. That's funny and terrifying. But that's, yeah, I don't know on that. And then up next for trailers is The Bride. If you guys have not checked this trailer out, I don't necessarily know who's directing it, but it's just The Bride, and it's not a modern telling of Frankenstein and his bride, but I don't know what the right wording is. It's Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein, but it looks like it takes place in the fucking like 1920s almost. I could be totally wrong. I have to check the trailer out again. You got Christian Bale as the Frankenstein monster, which it looks like that. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Christian Bale as a Frankenstein? Give me that all day. I'm a horror movie buff, and I love that type of shit. Christian Bale is top tier actor in the whole world. Him playing a fucking monster? Sign me up. Sign me up. This looks fun as hell. This looks really cool. I'm all in on this. It comes out March 6th. My birthday's right around that time, so that's exactly the movie I'm going to see for my birthday. You know what? You're right. I was going to mention that, Ultra. He was wasted in the movie, and that's why I'm excited for him in this, because this movie is the tone throughout the whole, or this trailer is the same tone throughout the whole trailer. You get Christian Bale's character does not feel like it's a different, in a different movie. It feels like it's all going to be over the top, just dark, crazy. Where Thor was all fucking over the place. It was puke. I hated it. That's my least favorite Marvel movie. And I'm not a big fan of the Marvels. The second one, I like Captain Marvel. I like the first one, to be honest with you. But the second one is poo-poo. But that Thor 4 is dog shit. And I hated it. But this movie looks really good. The Bride. I really suggest you guys should go check out the trailer. Super cool ass looking movie. And then my last little bit of movie news. I just saw this before I went live. And Drew McIntyre, my dude, he's my dude. Oh my God. When I saw Drew McIntyre for the first time live, this was a long time ago, I popped. I was like, that's my guy. That's him right there. He's the best. Drew's awesome. But he is going to be in the new Highlander movie. That's all I know about this. I know nothing of this Highlander movie. I don't know who's in this fucking movie. All I know is Drew McIntyre is going to be in it. That's pretty cool. I'm right on board with that, man. That is it for the movie news. And next, I'm going to jump right over into a Turtle Tuesday recap. So on Turtle Tuesday this past week, I showed off this. This is the Mini Brands Bitty Bop rides. These are $1.80 something at Targets right now. If you're interested in getting these, I do suggest getting one. They are pretty neat. I have one open somewhere. I just don't know where it is. But I do have another one, and it is open, and it is somewhere. But here's one in the box. Oh, you know what? My daughter has it. I let her have it. So it's pretty cool. You get a little Leo with it. You can actually put him in the turtle van. This is what I talked about on Turtle Tuesday this past week. There's that. End of that. Oh, yes. Tron Ares is good. Hold on. I want to see if I missed any other comments. I barely saw some of that yesterday. Might have to watch the trailer fully. Yeah, you should. It looks fun. I'm not saying it's for everybody. I specifically have a dog in the fight with horror movies. I personally like them the most out of any movies in the world. So I personally am interested in that. Cool and Frost picking out on pizza. Fuck yeah, dude! Pizza! What kind of pizza are you eating, Kaz? You get macaroni and cheese and shit on your pizza? Anyone been watching Gen V? No, I have not. And then Tron Ares. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest Tron guy. I have the very first one on Blu-ray. I like that movie because I grew up kind of watching it. Don't really fully get it still to this day. It's very different. The Kingdom Hearts video games that were on the PlayStation 2, they had the Tron world in the game, so I was very, interested in it through that as well. Did not see Tron Legacy, but Tron Ares looks like it is a straight electric punch to the face, and I want to see that. And they got Trent Reznor coming and doing the fucking music. That's dope. I mean, come on, Nine Inch Nails, killing it, brother. Gen V, I have not seen. I haven't watched any real shows. Like, I want to watch Alien Earth, so I've been trying to avoid it when you guys talk about it on other lives and stuff like that, because I really want to watch that one. But I have not watched anything other than what I personally have on my DVD collection. Other than the last season of Dexter, I was going out of my way on different streaming services to watch that. But I'm not caught up on any shows. Ooh, baby, barbecue chicken pizza. I would kick the shit out of a homeless kid for a barbecue chicken pizza. Can I get canceled for that? I don't care. The Boys was pretty good. All right. This isn't on the agenda, but I'm going to mention The Boys. I like The Boys. Tater tot chat. What the fuck? Tater tots on your pizza? Give me some of that. Mail me some, bro. You got my address. The Boys, I like The Boys. I watched the first 2 seasons, and then I just never got back into it. That's all I got to say. I think just from what I've watched, I feel like Homelander got a little overrated. Come at me, suckers. Man, Kaz, you got me wanting to eat, and I'm going to eat this right now. A little bit of that chocolate brownie, baby. The Maria chick may be more powerful than the Homelander. No! Yeah, but Homelander's fucked up, man. He like sucked on a boobie. Not that that's fucked up, but the situation he sucked on that boobie was fucked up. Situation awareness has to be a thing. You can't be sucking on a boobie when that other person is completely in distress. It's gotta be a mutual booby sucking. Can I get an amen? Can I get a amen in the comments for mutual booby sucking? I'll wait. I'll wait for that amen. I know Ultra. I know you're in my corner. The Titty Milkums. That's what's up. That's a t-shirt. The Titty Milkums. You gotta respect the titties. Yeah, Homelander is a fucking psycho. Amen. Ultra with the amen, baby. We got the mutual titties. Bam, 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 bam. This may be the very last Ace in the Hole variety show. I think we're getting people are watching us and they're gonna cancel us. On to the next topic. Next Turtle Tuesday. Yeah. Let me flip my camera around. So next Turtle Tuesday, we're going to be talking about this. David Jones, what's happening? I had to see who the hell was DJ. I'm like, who the fuck is who? Hallelujah. And I know what he's talking about. Hallelujah, baby. That's what's up. That's what makes this channel a little bit spicier than the rest. But I'm going to flip the camera around real quick. I'm good, David Jones. I'm good, brother. How are you? Oh, that's not the fucking button I wanted. Here we go. We're going to skip the next Turtle Tuesday comment first. I'm just going to show these real quick since I have them here. So, because my pal and your pal too, Graybeard and I should have said pals. I don't know why I said pals. I was going to say their channel Roughshod Stalks, but I'm going to say their names individually. Graybeard and Virgo, when they go on their really radical toy hunts, they put it out there in the atmosphere in the universe, and I picked up on it that the Pizza Club Ninja Turtles have been, I don't want to say reissued, but let's just use that for the lack of a better term. Reissued, because they came out last year. let's go here. I'm not going to be able to get them all in the shop, but that's as best as we can do it. They were reissued, I guess, again, like I said, this month. And I was super fortunate to be able to find all 4 of them. Now, I did see all of these at my local Target. There were 2 sets of them. So there was 2 Leos, 2 Donnies, 2 Raphs, and 2 Mikeys. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to buy all 4 of them right now. That's a whole lot of money that I don't want to spend at this moment. So I bought Raph and Mikey. On the Target app at the time, Leo, Donnie, and Mikey were available, and Raphael was not. It was a given that I was going to get Mikey because he's my absolute favorite Ninja Turtle, and I'll get him first before any of the other ones every single time. So I grabbed Mikey, and I grabbed Raph because Raph was not on the Target app. So I was like, oh, shit, if I don't find him, if I can at least get these 2, and then if I have to order the other 2, I'll eventually do that. Very easy idea. Within the weeks, it was I bought 1 a week for Donnie and Leo. I just bought Donnie yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah. Once my check went in. So it's pretty great to have all 4 of these Pizza Club turtles. I will at some point be unboxing them because I'm really interested to see what the figures are all about. And we'll do a quick little showing off. So there's Leo. You get some pretty great stuff with his. And then, like I said, Donnie's the newest one, so we'll take a look at him. There's Donnie. These are great. These to me are like your ultimate version of these figures. Like you want them in their single pack. This is the only way that I know you can get them. There's Raphael again. Oops, sorry for the glare. And we'll take a quick little peeky peeks at the Mikey Mikes, my favorite turtle. So there we go with Mikey. I love these guys. They all look fantastic. I love the art on the box. I love the coloring of the figures, like the darker complexion, the matte tone of the paint. They're very good looking figures. And like I said, I believe this is the only way you can get them individually. Every other way of these turtles is like a 4-pack or a 2-pack. So I'm super grateful that, I mean, I would have probably stumbled across these, but I'm really grateful for channels like Graybeards and Virgos for doing their toy hunts almost daily. So that way you're not, waiting week to week to be like, oh, I wonder what's out there. You can literally watch their channel and be like, oh shit, there's a good chance this is out there today or tomorrow. I'm going to go look today or tomorrow. And with me working right next to a Target, it was a no-brainer, but I wouldn't have been on the hunt. So I could have stumbled upon these and only saw 2 of them on the shelf and missed out on them when now I had, the radar on and was capable of finding these. So Graybeard, Virgo, on top of me always saying thank you guys. Thank you for being the channel that you are and just staying ahead of the game and being everybody's, toy news channel, essentially. I mean, you really are. So it's pretty rad. Thank you guys. Because again, I could have missed out on these and that would have been a bummer because I've seen Astray have these up on his wall. TK has talked about these before. And if I'm a true collector of the Ninja Turtle NECA line, I have to have these. Like I have to have this set, like without any question. So there that is. This is not going to be this week's Turtle Tuesday, but we are going to talk about this. Look at this, boys and girls. Ace fucking Duck and Mutagen Man from the NECA toy line. It is the 2-pack. You guys have seen me open up the 2-packs before. I've got all of these ones down here. And they're awesome. These are all empty boxes, but from the way you can see it on my underneath my desk, they look just fucking cool down there, right? I think they look cool. I don't give a shit. Fumbling, my dude. Fumbling. That's what's up. Fumbling my guy. But this is what my current girlfriend, as long as she, as long as she keeps buying me stuff. No, this is the first fucking toy I think a girlfriend has bought me in, oh my God, since I was a teenager. So this is pretty rad. This just came in the mail yesterday. She ordered it off of Target. Actually, that's when I was looking at the Pizza Club ones, and thinking about ordering one of them. And she decided, hey, I'll order you that 2-pack because it's almost the same price as one of them. Oh yeah, all right, whatever. So of course, my name is Ace. I am a turtle collector, so I have to have a figure in my collection of turtles named Ace. And he is an awesome, awesome looking character. And you guys right here on the live are going to get to see me open this beautiful 2-pack up right here before your eyes or something like that. So I'm actually, is that it for? No, I'm going to wait and open this in a few minutes, actually. But this is what I'm going to be taking a look, or we're going to be taking a look at. I'm going to be opening it up. And then for Turtle Tuesday, I'm going to be doing its own specific video. So there you go. There you go. Hey, yo, chi papa. There you go. My brain wants to shut off, because I'm a little bit special. Let's actually flip it around so you can see the ace in the face. Oh, that's not his face. That's his chest. Talking about that Milkums again, baby. Ooh, went up too far. Everybody saying hi. My wife gets me toys, but the pump doesn't fit right. Whoa! Fumbling. Oh my God. This is a bit of an X-rated episode, folks. I freaking love it. I am going to open up the chat here soon. So if anybody wants to jump in and, well, in honor of Rowdy Riles, if anybody wants to jump in here and get rowdy, let's do it. That is that, though. So I got some toy news. I'm going to go through it very quickly. I know some of you have seen them. I tagged a couple of you here on the YouTubes. But there are the Motu, the Masters of the Universe crossovers with the Transformers. TK and myself were kind of throwing our thoughts around earlier, texting wise. I'm in the middle of how I feel about them. I don't hate them. I don't think they're necessary, but they're not for me to collect. So who the hell am I to say? But I do like the Optimus Prime He-Man one because for the simple fact it looks like He-Man is in a Halloween costume. I think that's kind of rad. I have nothing against either one of the toy lines. I just think they are a weird looking collaboration. They're very bizarre looking crossover. I've seen the Optimus Prime one and then the Starscream one, and that one just doesn't work. They literally look like they're wearing costumes. Like it looks odd. I don't take it serious. But again, I'm not the demographic for it. I'm not here to shit on it. I have the Masters of the Universe Turtles of Grayskull collection. Thanks to Frank Dumont. I bought a couple of them myself, but he gave me a huge chunk of that collection. I love them. I love the Ninja Turtle ones. I think all of them, even Mikey and his stupid looking Donald Trump style hair, I think he looks really cool. After that, I'm not sure right now if it's still on the Target app, but go to Toy Shiz. That's TOYSHIZ YouTube channel. And in his comments, in his posts, I even shared it, I do believe, actually, on my channel. If you want the blue Belly Bomb NECA figure, which is this guy right here. This is the variant blue Belly Bomb. I have his eyeball switched around. You can move it all around. I like it like that. I just think that looks way creepier. But this is one of my favorite NECA figures. I really like the articulation in it. I like the way he can stand and mess around and play with and stuff, and all the movement, the colors. But if you want this figure, even outside of being a Ninja Turtle collector, it might still be on their website for $15. Checkout, it's going to be 21 and change. I had it in my cart because I was going to pre-order, or I was going to order another one just because for $15, I wouldn't mind having another one of these guys in box, because I just personally, I really love this specific coloring of this character. No, gosh dang. Neither of what actually are you talking about, Kaz? The Transformer characters? But if this is still available, 15 bucks. Yeah, the He-Man ones, they're no good. And like I said, I'm not going to go out of my way to buy. And I think it's rad just because it looks like a Halloween costume. Like, I personally dig that, but that's not what they're going for. So it's not the purpose of that toy. But I think I think the Optimus one is rad because I do like the idea of the helmet, having an Optimus Prime helmet. That just for me would be a cool accessory, but the figure doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. The figure doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Like, at all, it doesn't make sense. Turtles, I can get. You can, I don't know what the comic book or storyline is, but the Turtles I can understand. Maybe they're from Dimension X, which Dimension X transferred over. But robots into people, into monsters, it just doesn't work. And that's the Transformers' fault on that one. Transformers can't fucking mix them with nothing. All right, next thing. GameStop, they have a pre-order, which is for if anybody wants it. I know we've talked about these figures here on the channel before. GameStop has the Wonder Woman Godzilla 2-pack setup going. I know they've done a Flash, Superman, Batman. Oh, did Batman come with King Kong? Maybe Batman came with King Kong. But Wonder Woman comes with Godzilla. The Godzilla looks cool. I don't know what the articulation is, but a big-ass Godzilla like that from, I believe it's from the newer Monsterverse, not Monsterverse, but the, whatever they call it, the Godzilla verse. It's cool looking. I like it. I don't give a shit. I won't buy it ever, but I like the Godzilla quite a bit. I would love a new Godzilla in my collection. I have an old one over there from fucking Taiwan. I'll grab him. These are both from my little kid childhood because I loved Godzilla. This is my original King Ghidorah. He's got a wire through him so you can bend his wings and his tail and all of his heads. But the wire is where is it? Is poking out through his poop hole. So I don't bend him anymore because I don't want him to break. But this is from the 90s and I love him. Mwah. I gotta kiss all the heads. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And then here is my dun 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 dun. Look at this Godzilla. This is not an American iteration of Godzilla right here, baby boys. This is 88 from Taiwan. Poppy, P-O-P-Y. Maybe someone can do a Google search on this Godzilla. He's got itty bitty articulations in his taily whale, in his leggy waggies, and his arms. I've had this Godzilla a long time, and I'll hopefully never get rid of him. Because Godzilla rules. And if it's true, I heard the next Godzilla King Kong movie, even though the last one was kind of dog shit, the next one is going to have Space Godzilla. Dudes and dudettes, when I was a kid, Space Godzilla was one of the coolest fucking toys. I don't remember the movie so well, but the toy was epic. He had the big diamonds on his shoulders, and he just was evil looking. That's what I'm talking about. Entertainment Earth, they have got the Punisher and Nick Fury Gamerverse 2-pack for pre-order right now. I personally never buy these 2-packs. I want to get the Venom one with Captain America. I really personally do because I like that Venom quite a bit, and I have a handful of Captain America figures, so it would be a bad one. but I don't collect the Marvel figures no more. Punisher in a blue suit is really dope because he looks like the Punisher from the very first Spider-Man game on the PlayStation 1, which is why I like the Venom, because he looks like that one too. The Nick Fury does not have his typical shield outfit on. He looks like the Nick Fury from his own solo comics. Pretty cool looking figure. I bet a lot of you customizers want that guy because his body type is pretty cool for G.I. Joe stuff. And then two last things. For the Turtle fans out there, some of you may be interested in Playmates have done their own Last Ronin style figures for the Ninja Turtles. And the Last Ronin are a little bit more of a grown-up iteration of the Turtles, where all of the Turtles but one are dead in a future where the last Turtle is just living till he doesn't live anymore. I don't want to spoil anything. I hate spoiling stuff. I have the book. They just came out with The Last Ronin 2. There are new Turtles in it for certain reasons. I'm interested. I have yet to see the book in person, but I will buy it. There's actually 3 books altogether for The Last Ronin if you're that interested. But Playmates is doing their own figure. They did the Last Ronin character, and now they're doing Raphael. Raph looks really good. There are images on YouTube, on YouTube and Google if you want to take a look. I would love to get it, but I have a hard time being like, wow, $30+ for that little figure. Even the Playmates reissued or remastered Turtles, they were only $12, and they're pretty cool. The first sketch black and white ones, those were only $20 a piece, and those are really cool. So I don't know if I don't know, maybe if I would really wanted it, I would. I don't want to spoil it, but no. Raphael is not the last Ronin, if that's what you're asking. I thought he was until I read the book. And I'm like, oh, shit. Pretty cool. I have one Last Ronin specific turtle, and that is the Last Ronin himself, and he's all bandaged up. And then I have 2 foot soldiers from the Last Ronin comic, and I have a Raphael that looks like a Samurai Ronin character, but that is actually from the Mirage comic books back from the 90s. TK got me that action figure, which I love. He's a very cool toy. And then the last thing, and this is personally just for me, and Roughshod, if you see this in Walmart, please shoot me a text message and just hit me up first and be like, hey, this is out there, brother. Go check to see if it's there. And that is the new NECA. I don't want to say it. I always mess it up. It's from NECA, and it's the new 2-pack from the Archie Comics line, and it is Wingnut and Screw Loose. I have a video on this channel of the NECA cartoon versions of Wingnut and Screw Loose. Wingnut is the big bat with these huge mechanical wings, and Screw Loose is his sidekick that is a mosquito. The new ones that are out, again, are from the Archie Comics, so they look completely different than the iterations that I have, where mine is like he's a big fat bat. In this one, the newer version, he is a muscular, like, superhero. He's in this purple and black suit. Very, very cool 2-pack. I think it's probably like $45. Gross. But your dog over here will pay for it. So if anybody sees that when they're out at a Walmart, if you got my cell phone number, shoot me a text message and just say, hey, it's out and about, dude. Go check. I would greatly appreciate it. That's all I need from this community is just a little bit of a heads up. Other than that, bam, motherfuckers, that's it. We got through all this shit in 1 hour. Toot. Kaz, did you just look up to see who the last Ronin was? Because again, I don't want to spoil it in case anybody's interested in it, because it's pretty cool. And also, if they eventually make it into a movie, which I've heard they want to, So not knowing, you know, little details, even through certain channels, I would like to keep that a secret. Because if y'all went and saw that as a movie, I think it would be pretty fucking cool, man. It would definitely be one of those things where you'd be like, oh shit, didn't see that coming. So there you go. I am going to throw out the link. And there it is. If anybody wants to jump in, y'all are more than welcome to. I'm going to take a couple minutes here to just kind of gather my thoughts, munch on my snack, let you guys do the same thing. So, okay, yeah, definitely not the expected one for sure. And that's, I don't want to say anything, but choo-choo. And if you know, you know. These brownies are pretty good, but I do wish I had a cup of milk. This lemonade does not mix well with this. I'll tell you guys a quick funny story about lemonade when I was a kid. So I grew up on a farm with my grandparents. I mean, my mom raised me. I lived with my mom and stuff. Oh, that's cool that it tells me who's in the chat. Hey, what's up?
What's up, S.A.?
Not much, brother. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I just left the gym.
Right on, right on. Got to get that swole as the goal, man.
Yeah, I got to get rid of this Friday night flex belly that I've developed over the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I've been flexing so hard, man. I done flexed my belt buckle right off, man.
Oh, brother, yeah. I've lost so much weight that I've had to go and buy a smaller size belt. Like that's
good.
Blows my mind. But
yeah.
I was just about to tell a quick story of my youth.
Listening.
So when I was a kid, I grew up on a farm, helped my grandfather raise cows, slaughter cows, pigs, do everything you could possibly think on a farm. I have definitely done it. So one morning, I was maybe 7 or 8. My brother and I are getting our breakfast ready. I'm getting a nice big ass bowl of frosted mini wheats because, man, they're the best. Now my grandmother, because we would drink the milk straight from, like, once it was pasteurized, right from the barn.
Yeah.
So my grandparents, instead of having it, a traditional gallon of milk, and you can see that there's milk in it, we would have these big brown and yellow, like, gallon-sized pitchers.
Yeah.
Usually, in the brown one, it was always milk, and in the yellow one, it was always lemonade, homemade fresh lemonade from my grandma. So as I grab what I think was the milk, and before I realize I'm pouring it into my cereal, the cows broke out of the pasture. Now the farm is,
holy shit,
or not the farm, but the fence is all knocked down and shit. So in that moment, I'm literally pouring it, and I'm turning my head, being like, "Oh no!" And I put it down. We run out. We gather all the cows. We get the fence put back up. Now, in my grandmother's house, my grandparents' house, no food was ever to go to waste. If you took it out of the package, you were going to eat it. So I get inside, and this whole time I'm like, oh my God, my cereal is going to be so soggy. It's going to be so soggy. Little did I realize, not only is it going to be soggy, but it's also going to be fucking full of lemonade. It was
nice, cold, refreshing drink.
Oh my God, it was a bowl of frosted mini wheat mush mixed with lemonade. And my grandmother, God bless her heart, she stood by her ways and said, you're gonna eat that before you go to school.
You done fucked up, Ace.
Oh man, there's a lot of wild stories like that, but just the fact that I still drink lemonade, I don't have PTSD, I can still eat a bowl of frosted mini wheats, I hold no ill will towards cows, life is good.
Made you who you are.
Yeah, exactly. Now, actually, since you're on here and we were talking a little bit about that wingnut, have you seen that at all, or are you pre-ordering it or anything like that?
No, but I will pick it up if I find it. It looks good, man. That that NECA line from the Archie is, I don't know what they were doing, man, but the paint quality improved with the release of that first Slash, and the
Yeah,
articulation did a lot too. The you know, with a lot of the earlier like NECAs, and you still get the movie ones, you know, the paint really chips, and I don't know what they started doing different, but the paint doesn't chip anymore. Like after that Slash is released, it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be, and the joints are much better as well.
yeah. The Crying Hound. I mean, he's a bigger figure, but he's very fluid and very
Yeah.
tight. Like not in a bad way, but I was
Toy,
really
like
impressed.
Toyger.
Tight like a tiger. I was super impressed with that figure specifically because I always seem to have the worry
Boy.
of like the bigger figures are going to have like loose leg joints and stuff because they're heavier.
Oh, that shit sucks. Yeah.
But the quality on him is really good. And that's one of the most recent ones I've gotten. But honestly, I can't complain about any of the NECA figures I have. Like, to me, paint is going to wear and chip in certain spots regardless of rubbing. I mean, us as humans, we do this over and over and over. We're going to have rotator cuff problems and shoulder issues and stuff. You know, it's plastic. Do I think the prices should be as high as they are for the wear and tear that, you know, toys take over time? No, they should definitely be cheaper. That way, if you have to go buy another one, you know, you're not breaking the bank just to get something back that you already paid full in. But whatever. I watched the review of the wing nut and the screw loose, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, dude! Like,
I'm gonna get me that shit, man.
seeing them in somebody's hand and being messed around with and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, that wing nut is epic looking.
I'm throwing down for that one. Somebody's gonna find me Dash Rendar. I'm waiting on that.
Yeah,
And I'm the H's O for all of those McFarlane Batman Returns, man.
that's crazy.
Yeah, but that's about it. That's all I'm looking for, man. I'm gonna get that. What is it? Mainframe? I think that Classified
Oh,
Joe coming out.
Oh, G.I. Joe.
Yeah, G.I. Joe.
Oh, what is
Yo,
isn't there a new Batman like character called Mainframe that's coming out?
Probably.
I feel like because I think they showed it off in one of Kaz's lives, and we thought it was like Batman Beyond at first because it was like a mechanical bat suit with like a big red bat symbol in the middle.
It sounds like a Batman, whatever that show's called.
It looked like Batman Beyond, but I feel like somebody like read the back of the package and it was like Batman Sentry Guard or some bullshit like that. I thought its name was Mainframe. That's what I thought you were talking about at first.
No, this is the one the Joe that has the hair and the skin complexion that looks just like me. So I was like,
oh dude, no shit, really?
Yeah, he looks very similar.
Oh man, representation for sure.
I'm getting that shit. Hey man, I'm gonna get on my computer real quick, dude. I'm gonna get
on
if you're gonna stay on. All right, bye.
Yeah, man, you're good. I'm gonna flip my camera over and do a little 420 break and take a breather, and then jump into unboxing this bad boy. Are you still there, or you dip out? He dipped out. We're gonna close his little window out. He'll probably jump right back in. But that's my lemonade story about being on a farm. You know, that kind of stuff. This old boy, he's done it all. I lived that Dukes of Hazzard life. Yeah! You know, Archie versus Punisher. I don't even know what the fuck that would look like. I feel like every IP had a character called Mainframe, including James Bond. Oh, yeah, you're probably absolutely right, Galaxy. You're probably absolutely right. Mainframe is like the basic, like, oh, he's a computer character? Let's call him Mainframe or Database. Something like that. Right, because in Star Trek, the fucking computer guy's name was Data, the robot. mean, data, it's all the same. Run-dun-dun-dun-dun. He's back.
Back, essay.
He's gonna jump on his PC, come back. Yep, ask him for his ID. Ask him for his ID. Looks sketchy. We need your ID, essay.
Which one?
I don't know. Any of them. Whatever one is legal.
Galaxy. When's Galaxy show start?
8 o'clock. I wasn't sure if I was going to push this till 8 o'clock or go till 7:30. Give like a half-hour break for everybody to get a little snack before the next show kind of starts. And then usually I pretty much run out of steam halfway through because like I'm just talking for fucking 2 hours straight.
It's the what is it? The toy collector block, toy collector comedy block. Like what do we call it? Like
I'm trying to caption
then Kaz and M3.
I'm trying to caption the title of the Hours of Power. Because I feel like that sounds very like 80s, very toy centric.
If y'all were smart, you would all collaborate, make one channel together, and all upload everything after the fact onto that channel, and people will stumble onto that. And then people will stumble onto that and then go and subscribe to all y'all separate. That would be really smart, dude. Because the algorithm would be pushing you out twice, and you would that one channel would be producing so much content, it would go in your favor. You get more views that way too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, completely. See, I'm not super smart with all the how it works, but I definitely understand. I understand how it works. I just don't know how to make it work. That's how I wanted to say that.
What you mean?
Like I understand how like the YouTube works, and like if we all had the same channel, it would flood everything more because like you just said, you'd have two ways of pushing it out.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how. My brain doesn't click on like how do we collaborate? Like how do we do that? How do we make that happen?
One of you's got to open up a channel, and then y'all have to agree to give that to it. Like, I don't know how how you guys going to split money and all that, because some of y'all do make money, even when it's just not much, but some of y'all do already make. M3 gets a little check it's crazy, right? But M3 gets a little check every month. That's what he told us. He gets a little something, not much, but it's something. But anyway, like all y'all's channels, you have the potential to go crazy, to go far. My thing would be when you guys do decide to give that, like only upload your clean versions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then people can get memberships from y'all's individual channels. And it's just like that. I can imagine that would hold some of y'all back from making a lot. But yeah, M3's R-rated, but he gets a little YouTube little checkaroony, dude.
Right. He gets something for his
monetized, eh? He's monetized. That's what makes Galaxy so Hispanic, dude. He says "a" just like every fucking Latin dudes out there.
Yeah, for real.
You see that go ship, A? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude.
Monetization equals censorship. I get that. I do get that. I don't like. I started off, I guess, not trying to be. I don't want to say like clean, but I definitely in my earlier videos I would avoid saying fuck and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know who's gonna watch it. And I don't want to like a little kid to stumble on this and then that's the first time he hears the F word or something stupid like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's just like the more I just naturally started talking like myself in the videos, I was just like, that's how I have to do it. I can't censor certain things that I usually would say because now I'm not coming across as organic like I want to be.
Yeah, that's the only way to be, if you ask me. Yeah, I wouldn't waste time on anyone's channels. Like, if there's one thing I cannot stand, it's
It is what anchors do, and what all the YouTubers do is do that YouTube talk, like,
Yeah.
in this video, like, all that over enthusiasm that is just completely unauthentic, no soul.
See, and that's
And
exactly what I
explaining
feel
things
like.
like it's like what you didn't know is that when M3 took down his pants, he was already tucked back. So therefore he did not say, like that over enthusiasm, and get that shit out of here. Like, I don't want to hear that.
Right. And like when I first started, I don't want to say that was what I was trying to do, but I was emulating that style because I thought, being completely ignorant to how like it worked, I was like, well, that's just kind of the layout. That's, if you're a game show host, you kind of got to be that kind of
but be
guy.
your own guy when you're doing it. Don't sound like. And I'm not saying what you did. I'd never noticed that from you. I'm just saying that all these guys just they sound like the same guy. It's like news anchors all try to sound like a dude from the Midwest.
I get
and
you.
They all try to enunciate like this, fighting the furries, film at 11. They all try to sound like the same person.
Right.
It's just not for me. I think people are naturally gravitate towards enthusiastic. Like, well, this guy's winning. Look how happy he is. Wow, he makes it fun. I think people just naturally maybe want to click on that, but I don't think YouTube listens for that and says, "Oh yeah, put that guy ahead." This guy's the next Markiplier. This guy's the next whatever. I don't think that's how it works. But
and to Ultra's point, the too much smiling, and I completely get what he means by that. Of like it, I don't want to say the person's name, but I know for a fact, TK, that this person as well. Everybody knows the channel. I'll try to. The initials are PD.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like, oh my god, did my wife seriously just get me this vintage He-Man I already have 50 of?
Yes.
I can't believe it. Ed's Retro is here, right here in London. Let's go talk to Ed. Yeah, I can't. I've already. And it's like, hey man, that's not for me, but it gets you. I do enjoy his content. He's nice. The only thing that bothers about me really is it like, dude, like fix your mohawk. Like it's always like get it, move it to the center, dude. It's like always a little.
Might not, he goes with the cowlick of where the center of the head is where his cowlick is. It's
his own thing.
It's his own thing. So, but I mean, but yeah,
he's got great content, man. I like his videos. Yeah. I enjoy what he has to say. He knows a lot. I just don't like the over enthusiasm because, dude, I've seen the guy in public, and that's not him 24/7, dude. It's like, hey, I'm on camera. Go get me a Coke.
Right.
Moron.
And I feel like
and he bumped into me. He bumped into me and didn't say shit. He backed up into me and didn't say anything. And I was like,
wow.
Yeah, I was at Joe Fest.
You're a taller guy, right? You're like what, 6'2", something like that?
I'm 6.
You're 6 foot. Is he short or is he taller?
He is not tall by any standard.
No?
No. Not on his best day.
Because didn't he do like wrestling and stuff like that at one point too, or he is a wrestler or something?
I believe he still is. He looks like he could be a wrestler. He's stout, dude. He looks sturdy.
Yeah, that's where I was going. He looks like he's like a barrel of a person. But
yeah, you don't underestimate short people that look like that. Dude, they'll send you flying.
Oh, for sure.
I've seen it.
I've never. I don't think I've ever run into a YouTuber.
Oh yeah, many.
I've seen them, but I've never.
Go ahead. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I've never run into a YouTuber. I've run into like the comic book men. They were at a local comic book convention, and I just happened to be standing there, and one of the guys was looking at the comic books, and I was like, "Holy shit! Are you like one of the guys? Like, are you Mike Zabzek from fucking Comic Book Men?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, we got a booth right over there." I was like, "Wow, I didn't know that. I'm coming over."
Yeah, and those dudes that hang out with Kevin Smith, they're all nice guys, man.
Yeah, they were.
My
There was
cousin went and saw him a couple days ago in Austin. And Kevin Smith's
yeah.
just the nicest guy. He'll chat with anybody. Should chat with
I've,
anybody.
I've
Very humble.
never got to meet Kevin Smith, but at the same convention, like 3 of the 4 main people that were at the Comic Book Men show, they were there. And then a couple of times Jason Mewes was there, and he was just always fucking cool. Like just super chill, dude.
I bet.
He, not that I specifically remember people getting mad, but when he would do like the selfies with everybody, you know, he would take your camera and you'd get next to him and he'd do like, yeah, he would probably take like 50 fucking pictures with like one person, and he would do all these different faces and stuff. And it's like, it was cool, but I could see where people could get like, oh my God, come on, guy. Like, I just want to get through this, because there was a lot of people standing in line.
You remember MC Chris back in the day?
No.
From Adult Swim, he was like MCP Pants and shit.
Oh,
That's
MCP
that.
Pants.
Yeah, dude, he's such a little shit in real life, man. And like he's so like he thinks he's so important and stuff, man. I remember how he acted both times I saw him, how he held himself, and I was just like kind of just giggling to myself and shaking my head like, dude, this guy thinks he's a star. Look at him.
That's
like
funny.
getting like girls would be like try to like throw themselves at him. He'd be like, ugh, get away, I'm better than you. And I'm like, dude, like Chris, like you like take what you can get, bro.
Take
like
what you can get.
For real, man. This will not last for you, man. This is not forever.
MTP Pants. That's
dude, I love his aside from his work with Adult Swim, he has several songs that I just thought were so good, like the Tussin. Let's see, that was featured on one of them. What's another one? What's the other one? Bad Runner. There's a song you should listen to called Bad Runner, and it incorporates little sound bits from Blade Runner, but it also steals and samples parts of Go Ninja Go in it, and it's really good, dude. Really good. Surprise! He's very talented, man.
What is it again? Bad Runner.
Bad Runner, MC Chris. I guarantee, Ace, you text me as soon as you listen to it. You're gonna like it, man. I guarantee you will like that song, dude.
I'll look it up as soon as we get off here.
It starts off epic. All the verses are written extremely well and clever. It's got a good hook, and then that part at the end where he incorporates Go Ninja Go is fucking awesome, dude. Awesome.
That is sweet.
Oh, look at your fucking avatar, man. That's badass.
Yeah, right.
You should dress like that.
I like the one I used to have, but that's the one in the moment. That's the old Ace in the whole variety show back from the 19 fucking 20s.
Grandpa Ace, great Grandpa Ace.
Pappy Ace is what we call him.
Pappy Ace.
Now, what are your thoughts? And I pretty much can probably guarantee I already know, but do you think that NECA should continue the Turtle movie line and do Vanilla Ice?
Oh yeah, dude, game over. I'd get that figure in a heartbeat, dude.
Hell yeah.
With the little dancer floozy too that like faints and shit.
That faints? Yeah.
Give me all of that, man. The groupie that faints. Give me the 2 guys that are like, I didn't order any extras. Get them out of here. Get them out of here. Okay, the cops are here. What are you talking about? They love it. They love it. Like, give me those 2 idiots, dude. The manager, the nightclub owner.
Give me the stage display. I'll be happy with that too. That whole setup.
I love Ninja Turtles too, man. That was sure. Not like the first, not the masterpiece of the first, but good in its own right for a lot of reasons, man.
It's a weird toss up for me because it goes in the right direction, in my opinion. Of the first one, it should have stayed a little bit darker. The second one, it shouldn't have been so campy, but that's also the fun of it. But I wish they didn't get rid of their weapons and deal with like the Parents Association of America or whatever the fuck the crap was way back when.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it not being Bebop and Rocksteady for legal rights or whatever, or
No,
Eastman
it
and
was
Laird
just
didn't want it.
yeah, just something new for me that I didn't care as a kid. I was like, cool, man, something new, you know?
And then when the third one came out, the third one could have been so good. It
No,
could have
yeah,
been
they
the
messed
best
it up.
one.
Yeah.
I
As a child, as a child, I even knew like, man, this is not good quality. What is going on? Even as a child, I knew,
it's not even the time travel aspect, which most people in Universal movies they bitch like, oh my god, time travel. Like, no, time travel was still pretty cool at that point. They didn't overdo it in movies. I would have rather they stumbled into Dimension X, but time travel back
Lots
to
of money.
feudal that could have been dope. You could have had Usagi Yojimbo be a fucking character that they stumbled upon in that Japan world.
That would have been cool.
The Emperor should have been a descendant, or not a descendant, but he should have been the original Shredder that
could have been cool.
That we get the descendant of, you know, in New York City decades and years later, like, and then we get the backstory of like, oh, that's why he dressed like a fucking why the Shredder dressed the way he did, because his great 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 grandfather dressed like that or some bullshit.
That's right, man. No, absolutely no ties to the foot made it kind of extra lame, you know?
For real, man. And then
some random some random ass just looking like Casey. I'm not buying it. Some random guy just looking like Casey Jones. I wasn't buying it.
Like, yeah, dude, and you don't even have Casey Jones in the second movie, but then you bring him back in the third one just to be a joke. It's like that's not cool.
Yeah.
But it's weird. My daughter, that's her favorite one though. She loves watching that third one.
Look at Kaz. I used to keep it clean. Hell no, man. The Flex is not made to be clean.
No, man. Ace's place, not so much clean, but it gets dirtier as the night goes on, for sure.
That's Galaxy's MO. Oh, hey guys, we're gonna use some colorful language today. Turd, ha. You know, that's Galaxy's thing. He's he plays it safe. You know, he's
very Bob Ross.
Yeah, he takes his vitamins and has a glass of milk at night, and you know, yeah, that's Galaxy's MO.
That's terrific. I am ripping this BONGO, and then I'm opening these toys.
Hey, bro, I gotta hit the showers, man. I just want to jump on and say hi. Thank you for chatting with me and letting me jump on, man.
I appreciate it very much. It's always nice to have someone jump on here and kind of carry the weight for a little bit, so I can stop talking and other people can have a voice for a little bit.
Yeah, you carry it, dude. You do a good job, man. Look at you. Gotta let them know we. Oh damn! Look at him. I don't even know what that means.
Oh, he's already getting ready. He's like, all right, later, TK.
All right, TK. Don't let it hit your ass on the way out.
I mean your boot. Don't let it hit you on your boot.
What's all this about?
It's this Canadian slang. All right, TK. Thank you so much for jumping in here, buddy. I hope you enjoy your shower. Boink. Always a good time when TK D-Bar, the essay from Texas. It's always great to chat him up and to see his beautiful, beautiful smile. And in 25 minutes, Tales from the Outer Rim is going to begin with your host, Severus Snape, the professor, fumbling through the galaxy. You can call him anything, just don't call him late for dinner. Alongside his co-hosts, Graybeard and Lady Virgo. And the third co-host, right? Did I do the math right? Yes. Trooper Frank Dumont. Get over there and check it out. I think they're talking about top 5 movies of 83. Correct me in the comments, my friends. All righty. We got gas in the tank. Let's have the turntable for a minute. Let's have the turntable. Toys from 83. Oh, toys from 83. I didn't have any Ninja Turtles out at that point, but that's when I like to tune in and learn that shit. That's when I get educated. Cannot wait, dudes. Can't wait for that. Toys of 1983. That's what's up. I'm genuinely excited. My nippies are hard. Boink, 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 boink. Knock it off. You dirty pervs. Don't be looking at my nippies. Here we go. We're going to flip the Camry right back around. Let's see how we can get this going. Now, like I said, I'm only going to open this up. I'm not doing a full review of this 2-pack. Just going to give my initial thoughts and stuff like that. And you know what? I'll compare. I'm going to go another 20 minutes or so. I'm going to stop about 10 minutes before your guys' live starts fumbling. That way, we're not running into each other, and it gives you guys enough time to like set up and do what you got to do. Because I want to respect your shit as well. You know what I'm saying, dogs? I want to respect, my friends. Just setting up real quick. All right. Read some comments really quick before we get going. Frost. What's up, Frost? They didn't invite me to join because they Transformer haters. Oh shit, Kaz. You know what, Kaz? Let's fucking, you and me, brother. We're gonna do our own show because I ain't got no host. I ain't got no fucking host. I'm the Joey Styles of YouTube shows. And if anybody understands that reference, Graybeard, you should understand that. Ultra, you definitely will understand that fucking reference. I'm the Joey Styles of this shit. But Kaz, you and me, we're gonna do TMNT, Transformers, and fucking G.I. Joe. We're gonna own it. We're gonna I don't even know anymore. Oh, you guys are great. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. Oh, my battery is gonna die though. That's all right. Fuck it. Oh my gosh, they're so funny. I love it. Oh, my finger's in the way. Idiot. Fuck Star Wars. Oh my god, that's great. You guys are too funny. I gotta plug my phone in. Hopefully it'll reach. Of course it won't. Can we do it this way? Yep. All right. Hold on, folks. We gotta flip the camera around. There we go. Now I just gotta angle it differently. Oh, Moto. Moto, I forgot you were here, you silent little fella. Oh, see, now the camera's way the fuck on that side, so everything looks off. There we go. Sorry for the glare, y'all. Meh, whatever. So here we go. We're going to take a look at my brownie. Ace Duck and Mutagen Man. These are from the Playmates line that came out in the 1980s, 1988, all the way to, I believe, 97. I think that's when they came. They kept going, something like that. They went on for a good amount of years. I have the original Playmates versions of each of these action figures. I'll take a little bit of a look at these once I open them. Yeah, dude, this is the variety show, man. You got to be prepared for it all, brother. These figures, I think, are really, really cool looking, especially the original ones with Mutagen Man. This Mutagen Man is more based on the cartoon than the actual Playmates figure, where this Ace Duck is based on the Playmates figure more than the actual version in the cartoon. Now, again, he is one of them characters like Worm, where he was only in one episode for about 3 seconds. And I do have to do a little bit of a history lesson on that because I'm not specifically sure what episode it's in. But he's made reference to quite a bit throughout the Turtle universe as basically like a Steve McQueen style character, like he's an actor. At least that's the interpretation I've always gotten when he's on like the cover of a magazine or like a TV panel or something like that. I really like Ace Duck, obviously for the namesake. I like his look. A mutated duck, of course, is very cool to me. And then Mutagen Man is, oh, I forget his name. Seymour Guts. I believe that is his name, Seymour Guts. And he was a janitor, I do believe, if my memory serves correct. And he gets mixed in with a bunch of mutagen, and Shredder uses him as just a villain. And he was only ever in one episode as well. Spin the box around. You can see Ace Duck right there with a really cool look. Oh, I got that in the way. There they are there. The bio is, as always, on the back of these 2-packs, the same as usual. It never talks about who's actually in the box. I hate that. That is my biggest gripe with these 2-packs from NECA is please give me a little bit of something. A little bit of something on these characters. Like, let me read the bio of him. You know, I'm paying this the kind of money you pay for these. Let me read something on these characters so I don't sound like a schmuck. But anywho, I always sound like a schmuck. These are the other characters they make. Anthrax and Scumbug. I have them. You've got Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. I do not have them. And as we were talking about a little bit earlier, there is Wingnut, which is the bat, and Screw Loose is the little mosquito. They are really cool characters as well. I very much like their design. Absolutely. And typically, these 4 are usually in the Ninja Turtles arcade-style video games. I'm hoping if they come out with a 6th one in the storyline, that it will have newer characters, Mutagen Man, Scumbug, Ace Duck, other characters like that, Chrome Dome, all sorts of cool people like that. But anyways, there's that. I don't think, you know what, I lied. I'm not going to actually be able to open, fuck it. I'm not going to look at all the accessories, but we will take a look at the figures. I just don't want to run out of time, that's all. But here we go. This is the newest action figure set that I can't do that fake voice. I don't even know how to do that shit. Out of the box, baby. There they are. Ace, Mother Truckin' Duckin'. And look at these accessories, man. Look at this. You get a tape reel, a VHS tape, 2 egg grenades, an extra head, because the hat can go on either head. This is just more of an expressive face. Obviously, him and his jumper. Got a holster for his pistol. He's got 2 pistols. And then you got the wings, of course. Oh, shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to frame that. Ace Duck gets revenge with Drake Drummond, Walton Pigeon, Alice Goosley, Wester Williams, Sid Greenbeck, Veronica Pond. Like it's an old style movie poster. That's so rad. That's super cool, man. That's really cool. I didn't know that was in the box because you can't see that. And then you got Mutagen Man he doesn't come with a lot. He comes with his canister of mutagen, his Muto gun, and then an extra head. And then, of course, as always, all these guys have extra hands. Oh, look at the bomber jacket on the back. You can see all the kills he's got. There's the bomb. He's got his belt for the grenades. Very, very, very cool. And he opens up so you can pop his head off or his head out. Very awesome looking figures. I really like the paint on them. I think they look super good. I'm not going to take them out of the plastic like this. We're just going to leave them as is. I'm only going to go for a few more minutes. Let everybody get together for Fumbling's show. But what I am going to show, excuse me. What I am going to show off is the comparison of these figures. So here is the original Playmates Mutagen Man. It's very similar. It's basically the same character. It's just a little bit different. Now, this is based on the concept art and the illustrations for Mutagen Man more than the actual version that was available at the time in the cartoon. It's the same concept, but this is 100% the cartoon version with the green goo in there. The way his head is, you can see his spinal column, where this one is literally just a hodgepodge of organs thrown in there with the rotting flesh and all of that. Now, Super 7, they do make a Mutagen Man fully articulated like this with all of the cool details and all the cool accessories, but it's 100% in line with this version where you get the rotted skin, the bucket of guts and stuff like that all in there with the purple. The coloring is even the same, everything. It's 100% based on the toy line more than the cartoon. It's a pretty cool figure. This, let me see if I can. Yeah, there we go. So there is this Mutagen Man. He looks really cool. I like the faces. Of course, I'm going to put the mean one in the body once I open him up. But again, there are the Mutagen Men. And then we'll wrap it up with Ace Duck. Now, this is really cool because I recently just came in purchasing these wings. So I'm very, very excited to have these and to be able to show these off, to be honest. The only thing, well, I'll talk about it in a minute. And here is my Ace Duck. There we go. Let's leave it like that. Both of them are, he's based on the same version. It's almost identical, except he doesn't have the little, you know, metal here on his chest, but he does have the emblem on his shoulder. Not on that one. It doesn't have it on that one. But he's got the blue jeans. I don't think this one had a belt with a gun holster in it, but he definitely has his grenade belt there, which this is the same thing. It holds the grenades on the backside, which are these 2 egg grenades. I don't have the guns and I don't have his hat, but I just recently purchased the wings for this Ace Duck. So he's pretty complete in my mind in that sense of like he looks full. You can pop the wings right off. And then on the back, he's got not the bomber jacket layout like this Ace Duck has, but he has the Turtles logo, which is very nice to see. I don't know which one is more accurate, but I also really don't care because he's very cool looking action figure. I like this original one just as much as I like this newer one. And we will take a peek again. We'll spin him around one more time. Actually, get a close up first. So there's like his accessories. Very cool body type. I like it. The feathers coming out of his chest look really cool. The hat, again, is also an accessory because it does go on either one of the heads. There's the belt loop one more time. The cool bomber jacket, the feathers. Like TK said with the wings, he thinks they should be bigger. I don't think, and I wanted to ask him, I don't think they should be bigger this way. I think they should be bigger this way. They're very thin in that respect. They should be a little bit more full, but not a complaint. This is a really cool item. I like that a lot. But there you go, folks. Ace Duck, Mutagen Man, all 4 of the Pizza Club Turtles. Very cool stuff. If you are interested in the Ninja Turtles, if you just like listening to me talk, or if you just like supporting this channel, I got plenty of stuff coming your way. And we're not just going to be doing turtle stuff. I've got a couple more packages to mail out for the 450 subscribers. And then we're going to be doing, I'm going to plan it for the 500 subscriber giveaway. And I got some great stuff to give away to you guys. So please stay tuned for that. And October is approaching. So this is my first time mentioning this. I do this every single year in my own home, regardless. Let me flip the camera around. Regardless of YouTube. I did do this for the first time last year with YouTube. But I do a 31 days of scares. And that is just me basically binge watching horror movies all Halloween month long, from midnight of September going into the first night of October. I watch horror movies. I play horror video games. Everything is basically horror centric. So there's going to be a lot of that stuff coming to the channel this month. I hope you guys like that. I'm going to be posting every movie with reviews of the horror movies I watched. So again, I hope you guys really enjoy that because it's something I love almost more than talking about this Ninja Turtle stuff. So there's that. A lot of cool stuff. And definitely going to be doing some movie chats. I love horror movies. I love horror movies so freaking much. I mean, I took my daughter when she was 3 years old to meet fucking Tyler Mane from the Rob Zombie movies, because he was Michael Myers. Like, my daughter is cool because she got to meet Michael Myers. So, all right. That is going to wrap it up here, though. Give you guys a few minutes to gather yourselves, change your underwears, wipe your butts, whatever you do, because I didn't take no bathroom break, and the secret's out. I've really enjoyed everybody watching. He was Sabretooth, 100%. And I didn't think of it. But quick note. So we got to meet Tyler Mane, who was Sabretooth in the original X-Men movie. And I met David Hayter, who helped write the original X-Men movie. And he was a security guard in the original X-Men movie. So I met some X-Men actors. All right. Enough of being an idiot for the night. Until later. So thank everybody, all of you. I'm not going to jump on and say everybody's names because all of you guys are the best. So thank you all so freaking much every week for jumping in here, even just chatting. It is epic. I love all of you deeply in my chest. Toys are the best. People make them better. Let's just keep this ride going with Tales from the Outer Rim over on Fumbling Through the Galaxies channel, Roughshod Stalks, and Frank Doom on you. Until then, thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next time, meh.